Justin, you're a bitch.
Oh.
You beat you to it.
Let me rephrase that. Justin's
Better
my
look for
emotional
example,
support bully.
You're welcome.
Victim
Yeah, I
or
believe
bully?
it.
Bully.
Both.
You gotta keep
It
you on
could be
your
both.
Yes.
Yeah.
The answer to that question is yes.
Yes.
But most lately, bully.
What? I've been very
We're
nice.
constantly bullying Kate.
I've been very nice going into your lives and upping up in interactions.
You
and everything.
have been bullying me for the last 4 years.
I
Oh,
have to hear Kate cry to sleep every night from
I
from
have
the
to listen to
bullying.
Drawfee so I can cry myself to sleep and hope Ike doesn't hear it.
Exactly. And sometimes she can't muffle the sobs enough.
damn.
I can't believe he called my bed trash.
Is that what you got, Missy? Because she's just always meowing, so it covers it up.
Uh-huh.
All right, but
I can pass off my sobs as meows.
They
Wow.
work sometimes.
Sorry.
does anyone else have any pre-session call-outs they want to do?
And my
Cock and ball
love.
torture.
What a wonderful set of call-outs to overlap.
Yeah, yeah. Okay.
You're fine. Just the hilarity of my love.
Chen, my love. Cock and ball torture.
Yeah, layered with cock and ball torture. That's
Yeah.
it. That's the part that got me.
Yeah.
One day we need to make a compilation of all of our pre-session
No, we
callouts.
don't. We really don't.
But to get started, because we are gonna have pretty much a hard cutoff at 11.
Okay.
Fucking butt torture.
Ike, whenever you're ready.
Right. So I have my 2 recaps, of course. One from the manuscript, quote unquote, and one from Sedge's
But
diary.
it can't be a manuscript copy. It got stolen.
Tee hee, you'll see.
Terrifying.
Anyway, Diary of Sedge Thistlestrike, Vanquisher of Darkness and Bringer of Divine Light. My days keep getting worse and worse. Sometimes I wonder if it would have been better if Marcus left me rotting in that jail cell in Neverwinter. Would all of this pain have been worth it? Would Father Augustus think me a coward? He would have been disappointed, disgusted of what I've become. A mere shell of a man, growing a monster in its place. Elmas. Nothing I say can convince her. Everything I've done, it was never for me. Going out to collect stories was because I was told. It was all I ever knew. Becoming an adventurer was an accident. It's because Marcus and I needed money getting out of Neverwinter while we were in Phandalin, and Hellu we just stuck together. The dragon, the manticore, Gorthok, I never wanted that life for me. I'm not sure what I want anymore. To disappear quietly? Will the dragon in me even allow that? Perhaps it would be better to give in to everything. Marcus, Hellu, and Lena wouldn't like that. Ylif wouldn't either. I think. They're the only thing I think I've ever wanted, but all of it is slipping out of my hands. Hands I don't recognize anymore. I got a little carried away when I was in the tavern with Elmas, but it doesn't matter anymore. I've ruined everything. This is the path I've set out. The one I paved myself in glass, scraped knees and knuckles, calloused and bleeding palms. And I will keep bleeding. For some sins simply can't be forgiven. I deserve it. I've done nothing but deserve it. And now I will post a link to the Google Doc because I don't think it will paste well if I just do that. If I just do it that way. Share with others. And with the link, copy link. And we are going to go down to page 3.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
3. Oh man.
Oh
Oh.
no!
Oh.
Where
Oh,
is
no!
my manuscript?
Oh no! Oh no! Oh no!
I will raise this city to the ground in a blizzard that will freeze their blood and crush their bones beneath my boots. The crossed out part says fangs. I am Sedge Thistlestryke. I will be feared.
Oh. Bro, what the fuck? You brought up the fucking Zalgo script. What the fuck, man?
Out from the crypts.
Fucking crazy. Bro's got Deltarune on the
Oh.
mind.
Yo, this is like some almost wingding shit.
Well, the recording might have captured browser that I didn't want it to capture, but it's nothing bad, so just annoying. But for your information,
But-
I did swap to the recap page so the recording the formatting.
Yeah.
Viewers at home are gonna be like, ooh!
I'm sorry, what? I'm sorry. What?
Which is why I was like, the
Yeah, we're
quote,
gonna be like,
unquote
"Oh,
manuscript. Tee.
But bring things back into yeah, last session primarily focused confrontation first time. Or Elmis first time didn't go well. Long story short. But back into things. Elmis has left. You guys have returned to the ship, intending to set out either this night or in the morning. And Sedge,
I feel like he trashes the room looking for it.
it is nowhere to be found. If you're talking, I can't hear you.
I was muted, so you guys didn't hear bag crunching as I was opening my dinner. Yeah, no, I live, Imagine's just like hanging out with like Lena or something, comes back to go to bed and sees this and it's like, everything okay?
Sedge doesn't respond. He's heaving deeply. And
Sedge?
I imagine that each breath is just almost like a puff of frost coming from his mouth. And you know that that Google Doc we just looked at?
Mm-hmm.
That's what's going in the man's brain. Doesn't say a word and doesn't respond to you at all as you come in.
Huffledon? I'm gonna pick up a pillow and like, or like essentially like I don't want to poke him and have him attack me. I'm gonna just kind of like walk around to be in front of him. Kind of like wave my hand in front and be like, Edge.
No response.
Edge.
No response.
Oh no.
Just heavy, labored breathing.
Oh, this.
Well, I very quickly. Do you mind switching the Foundry map to the boat, Jen? Just so we have
Yes.
a visual of this Looney Tunes-ness that's probably about to happen?
Yeah,
Oh,
give me a
no.
second to find the boat. Is that it?
Like, it's not gonna be major Looney Tunes, it's just I love going next door and going bang, 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 bang. I don't care if you're fucking. Wake up, Lena and Marcus.
You should go in the door and then accidentally come out of like the door on the opposite side and go into the next door and
I think you go to the door and you see like Lena opens the door and you see probably like Marcus at his desk, and then the bed's like a little crumpled up from Lena laying on it, but like it was very clear they were just on opposite sides of the room. Is everything okay, Ylif?
No, I need specifically Marcus, but also you, because I need emotional support right now.
Oh,
Oh,
this is bad.
Sedge has destroyed the room and isn't talking, and I don't want to touch him to try to get his attention. So could you like mind link with him, maybe, please? 'Cause I don't really want him, if he's like having a PTSD episode or something, to like freak out.
yes, of course.
Okay.
We'll be right there.
Thank you.
Dun, dun, dun. Run it on over.
No.
No, 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 no.
I'm gonna go knock on Halu's door.
Yeah, I was
Like,
about to be like,
No, I'm also getting Halu. I just needed Marcus to start handling the problem.
yeah.
Hey,
Mhm.
Halu.
Hey, what's.
Hey, there's been a situation.
Okay.
Sedge is like, well, not comatose, but like catatonic, not responding to me, and I haven't touched him because I don't feel like getting flipped over onto my back. Marcus is hopefully about to mind link with him, but I'm grabbing news so the full party can just be aware of what's going on.
Okay. Cool. I think Halu is just like cool. Okay. I think she'll like also not touching Sedge, plant herself in between Sedge and Marcus. Just because besides Ylif, Halu is like the strongest person in the party.
Mhm.
And she has no qualms about laying Sedge the fuck out right now. If need fucking be.
Damn. Okay. When Marcus enters the room, what is Sedge doing?
He's still the same way.
Okay. All right.
Have we left Dogtown? Or Dogtown?
That's up to you.
Daggerford!
That's up to you guys.
Dog-
Have we left Docktown?
Do you guys want to spend the night, or do you guys want to just start going?
My kind of town. Well, I guess that isn't entirely up to us, right? I'm sure the ship gave us
Yeah,
some kind of cutoff, right?
Yeah, because where does Sedge keep his manuscript?
We don't know that he doesn't have his manuscript yet, though.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
we
don't.
don't.
You just.
I guess
you-
it's more.
Yeah, you see what you see is that the room has been tossed and Sedge is effectively catatonic.
Honestly, after that talk with his sister, I mean,
Guys,
even
it's either you guys want the night to rest or you guys want out of Daggerford as soon as possible. Are the two routes that I could see.
Well, I think the thing is, no boat's gonna leave this late.
Yeah.
That's a good point. It is late at night, and the boat is not exactly not smart to start sailing at.
Mhm.
Yeah, no, it's just not like smart. Like, can you? Yes, absolutely. Will you?
Should.
Probably not.
Yeah.
So it's very
let's see how this.
yeah. So it's likely that the captain, the Janus, has decided to stay but leave at first light. Like the second they can, you all are going.
Gotcha. Okay.
Mhm.
See how this combo goes and then see where we take it from there. Okay. Since Sedge seems pretty out of it, I'm actually gonna cast just a surface level detect thoughts before I mind link with him, just so I get a grasp of what's going on, what his mental state is like right now.
Yeah. You know that Google Doc?
It's just where is my manuscript?
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh.
And increasingly, I wouldn't even say panicked at this point. This is beyond anger, beyond fury.
This is
Gotcha,
like
okay.
tipping into insanity, it feels like.
Well, not to push too hard. Then when I mind link, I like. Well, first before I say anything in regards to that, I say, Sedge, it's me. Are you doing okay? What's going on?
I think that's the first time Sedge actually like he doesn't respond. I don't respond. But there is a full body twitch and a little bit of a hitch in the labored breathing.
Come on, man, talk to me. We're in the conference room. Don't worry, nobody can hear us. So, what's going on? I think that kind of probe him forward if he doesn't talk after that or just like looks a little flustered. I think Marcus does this like little act where he's like looking around, taking in the room, being like, I'm putting stuff together kind of a thing, being like, are you trying to find something?
And the blizzard in his mind calms down just a little bit. And Sedge goes, where is it?
Where's what, Sedge? I need to know what
Do you have it?
have what? Marcus,
Don't play with me.
Marcus is obviously not gonna say manuscript.
Don't play with me.
Sedge, if you lost something, I need to know what you're looking for so we can help you find it. And no, I'm not
You
playing
know.
any games. I mean, I think Marcus does this like look around the room where everybody's like obviously like looking straight at him, probably a mix of worried, anxious, and or mad. Who knows?
I'm probably just holding Isla's hand while this is happening.
Yeah, Ilif is like squeezing the hand. Not with all their might. They break her hand, but
Yeah.
Sedge, if we lost something, we're here to help you out, but we need to know what you're looking for. And I'm not going to say this out loud, but you're making people scared. So let's take a moment.
Take something of mine, and you should be scared.
Is that what you want to do? Make your friends scared?
And I don't know if this is obvious, but it's he crash out of the century, dragoning out, essentially. My manuscript, where is it?
I see. So that's what you're looking for. You're looking for your manuscript. I'm sure it's probably misplaced somewhere, okay? Flipping over the room and taking it this far isn't going to help, okay? We're here to help you out. But in order for us to do that, we need to take a second, okay? You're getting people kind of worried right now. The sooner you do that, the sooner we can find it.
I know it's here. I know someone has stolen it from me.
Well, we don't know that. What kind of reason would anybody have to steal something like that? Is it okay if is it okay if I tell the others? Let's loop everybody in and let's figure something out, okay?
I don't think Sedge has his sword on him. He doesn't have his sword on him. But I feel like it's in grabbing distance, maybe, with the room turned upside down.
Okay. Mark is sensing that he might need some support getting Sedge down a little bit. I think he gives Ilif a quick glance and he just like beams over like he's looking for his manuscript. He thinks someone took it.
Okay, so here's the thing. He sleeps with it under his pillow, so if he does not have it, it has probably been taken.
Well, let me. Yeah, I understand that. I think that's the worst case scenario because Sedge right now has very killer intent. So I don't.
The only person that could have taken it was his fucking sister. Like, why would anyone else take it?
Damn, I don't fucking know, dude. He's asking me if we took it. He thinks maybe one of us took it.
Why the
Possibly.
fuck would we take it?
I don't fucking know. You have anything you can tell him to calm him down?
No?
Okay.
Like, other than the general victim talk of, like, take deep breaths. We'll help you find it. Where was the last place you had it?
Well, that's not really...
Yes.
Please make a Constitution saving throw.
Is this at disadvantage?
Do you want it to be a disadvantage?
Yeah, sure. Teehee. The DM will remember this.
Yeah, Jen will.
Yeah.
Ooh, damn. First one was an 18 plus 5.
Mm-hmm.
Second one was a 6 plus 5.
The rest of you, I think, in Sedge's state, the eyes aren't human-like anymore. And I think scales creep up further along your arm.
Shit.
Shit. Isla fucking power slides in front of Sedge.
Oh.
Power slides is crazy.
Slide to the left. Bear.
Slide to trauma.
Take it back now, y'all. Deep breaths this time.
Isla kind of like holds a fuck. My brain went to pen light. I don't have a pen light. This is fantasy medieval times.
Shit.
Fuck. I don't know. I was
Slap
kind of
No.
no.
Who can cast light? Like dancing lights.
I just hold their hand in front of his face and snaps their fingers a few times, like a Karen, just like.
I'll summon dancing lights to kind of flash and pass in front of Sedge's eyes for Ilif.
Yeah. You shine the light and you dragon eyes.
Twinsy.
Like
Hey.
uncomfortably similar to those who have fought him without a cryo vein.
And Sedge, I need you to come back to me, please. Because we can't help you if you're like this, and you're scaring me a lot, actually.
Was
Hey,
this?
DM. Oh,
Yep.
Sorry.
No, you can go. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Can I try to subtly use your own self to try to force Sedge to at least be charmed into calming down?
Okay.
Oh, I was just gonna ask for a wisdom save.
Yo, we share the same mind. I was thinking about using Dominate Person too.
Calm emotions.
Lena and Marcus, yes.
Yeah, I wanna.
We are masters of manipulation in the worst way.
Yeah,
You're perfect for each other.
per
Yeah,
my
fine.
wording of your own self, you don't necessarily have to like ask for a name or anything. It's just you force another creature to roll a insight against perception.
Yep. Yeah.
So
I'm just gonna, with the dancing lights, I think I'm gonna try to use it hypnotically and just say, Sedge, calm down. You are not yourself right now. And spend the 2 sorcery points to get into his mind and make it and charm him.
please make an insight check, Sedge.
Insight? Fuck. Ooh.
Against my deception or persuasion.
Can it be a charisma saving throw instead?
This is
Oh.
this is the word of a class feature that I wrote. For this.
You have to beat a 12. I rolled balls.
Don't worry, because I rolled worse.
Oh no.
I got a big old nat 1.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Okay. Ooh.
Wait.
Hold on. I see it too.
Yeah. I was gonna say.
Unfortunately, as I'm reading over his sheet now,
Oh no.
aura of
Can
devotion.
Sedge not be charmed?
While you are conscious, friendly creatures, including you, within 10 feet, can't be charmed.
Oh no.
When did he get this?
That's
It's
a
like a paladin ability.
Yeah. I got that like
should
a
I not
while
have been
ago.
able? I'm thinking back to that hag fight, and I was right next to him, so I don't know if I should have been able to be charmed, but that's fine.
one of those things of like,
Oh.
yeah, probably. But
When did I get that? Or a
One side
protection.
thing.
that might
It
be.
worked out thematically anyway.
Mhm.
Yeah. I'm assuming I still lose those sorcery points.
Yep. Yeah.
Oh my
you
god,
still-
are you gonna fucking surge too?
No, that is
No,
not.
it's not a surge thing. It doesn't trigger a surge, thankfully.
Freaking thankfully. All right.
Which is why I use that and not dominate person.
Okay, may I make a wisdom saving throw? Or whatever saving throw. I don't know what else it would be.
Is this about is this another save against what I messaged you about, or is this like to come back to yourself?
To come back from myself from Ylith. For Ylith.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, as long as I don't whiff it hard again. Shit.
I got the nat 1 out. Hopefully.
Does a 6 plus 10? 16?
16?
That's
I have a-
respectable.
That is.
I have a
I don't know if that's like I want Sedge to be come back to us as much as the other person, but like
This is
You
one of those
know.
weird like sort of moments
feels
where
like 20 DC.
yeah, this is one of those. I feel like that's enough in this moment.
I feel like Sedge back to, like the diary where Ylith being with Ylith feels like for Sedge being with Ylith and choosing Ylith is like the first conscious choice that he ever had a say in,
Mm-hmm.
and that despite not thinking he deserves them over and over again, he would choose Ylith. So I think the code word is "you're scaring me." And
The code phrase.
yeah, the code phrase is "you're scaring me."
Then
And
I'll posit this. 16 may not I live saying you're scaring me. Sort of a slap to the face for Sedge. But I don't think with this is necessarily oh, let me take a breath and calm down. This is I've got to bottle this up right.
yes.
16 is not a healthy let me regulate my emotions. 16 is let me shove this into it. Let me slam dunk this into a chest and quick.
Yes. Boy is taking a good old nice bottle of wine, big as shit, dumping all of that into the harbor, and stuffing all of his emotions in there, and corking it, giving it a good shake for like 20 seconds, and sitting it right up on top of the shelf, and is admiring it. It's just like,
Ah, yes.
I
the
will
good
die.
shit.
And that bottle is going with me. Yeah. And, Ylif, you said you were snapping your fingers in front of his face?
Like, I did it like 3 times just to try to get his attention, so I wasn't really working and stopped as I was talking.
Oh, okay. But I guess everyone can see that Sedge visibly comes down, and it's just like, what? Not you, Ylif. Marcus, what do you want?
What do you mean? What do I want?
You were in my brain. What is it?
You mean I was talking to you?
Okay.
I was trying to get through to you, man. You're scaring everybody.
You
Are
are
you good now?
catatonic.
Yeah.
And
Well-
Tyler kind of gestures to the room. It's like, and you destroyed the room.
Well, I was looking for something, so I'll clean it up.
Yeah, your manuscript. When was the last time you had it?
This morning.
Okay. Is there any chance to put it in the bag of holding? Instead of yours this morning.
Sedge says through gritted teeth, let's check.
And Ylif will check their bag of holding for the manuscript. Nope. It's not there.
Right. Well,
So why did you destroy the room instead of talking to us?
I'll clean up the room.
That's not what I stated. That's not what I asked.
I know, but I will clean up the room.
I really don't care about the room. I care about you.
I suppose I just got a little too carried away.
Ylif makes eye contact with the others over Sedge's shoulders, like, help. Help.
Sedge, let's not cut corners. You got a little bit more than just carried away. When I was talking to you, you pretty much almost blamed us for it, as if we would possibly take it from you. Do you still think that?
You also kind of went full dragon.
Yes, your eyes changed. You got more scaly. Like,
Ylif's eyes still like they were a couple seconds ago.
I think they're a bit more human. Males remember.
Mm.
be honest now, Sedge. Do you really think any of us would take your manuscript away from you?
Honestly, no.
Can I do a quick insight check?
Yeah, I want to do a fucking insight
I
check.
want to also.
The fact that Ylif isn't trusting him at his word right now, oh boy.
Important that we know this stuff.
That is a 16.
Ugh,
Uh,
11.
23.
What's up?
I don't want to. I don't want to say Sedge is lying because he considers he considers all you guys part of the Horde. So like, why would the Horde steal from the Horde?
It's one of
However-
those things of like, logically he doesn't think so, but Dragon Brain go burr, and anger doesn't really care.
Yeah.
Sometimes living items of the Horde steal from the Horde.
Yeah.
One of those, he's lying to himself.
That, like, no, of course they wouldn't steal things. But then that nagging voice that says, but what if? But who else?
Yeah.
So it's, I think what you guys get on that insight check, wants to believe it, but you don't know if he fully does believe like you guys.
Interesting. Sedge, let's take a breath now. What possible reason would any of us have taking away your manuscript?
Marcus, none of you have a reason to take my manuscript. We are far beyond the days of poking around in each other's bags and reading diaries that from people who are alive. If you're dead, I don't care. That's basically public property at that point.
See, you're saying that, but I know a part of you is thinking otherwise. And I'm trying to understand why.
Well, maybe, Marcus, I don't want to think about the part of me that's saying otherwise.
Well, I think you have to acknowledge that part of you, because that's the part of you that we're all worried about. That's the part of you that had Helu in front of you to stop you from hurting one of us.
I would
That's a
never
part of
do
you
that.
keeps flashing out.
You might not, but the dragon part of you might.
Trust me, Sedge, I know what it's like. With part of you not being in control. And it's a very real possibility now.
We'd never think you'd mean to do it.
No, of course
Ever.
not.
That if you were fully aware of what was going on, you'd never do it.
Are you still in front of Sedge Island?
Yeah.
Sedge holds out a hand.
Ylith will take it.
And Sedge I'll curl my fingers around your hand. I would never hurt you. I'm sorry that you don't believe that anymore.
And Ylith just kind of nods, like, I want to believe it, and I believe you right now would never hurt any of us. But you, from a few minutes ago, I was scared to touch you, because I thought you might turn and swing. That's how out of it you were.
I see.
Listen, Seth, I'm sorry. I'm sorry that your manuscript is gone. I got no idea where it went, but what's important is that you're okay. You're still Sedge Thistlestrike, the vanquisher of darkness and bringer of divine light. At the end of the day, your manuscript is just words on a paper that you can write again, right? If you want to find the original, we'll help you figure that out.
Right.
Question, Sedge, how detailed is your manuscript in general?
It's fairly detailed.
Like mentioning Pell?
How fairly
No.
detailed?
I mentioned Pell once or twice
Is there any we
about
still okay.
while he was under Falcon's purview. However, when it became obvious to us about his true lineage, I stopped mentioning him outright.
Nope, chutney off.
Do you at all mention our intentions of trying to hunt down the crown?
Or the eyes?
No. Feywild business has no place in the manuscript.
How about the crown?
Lilith like gives a little like hurt expression.
Not that way, it's just some people outright deny the existence of the Feywild.
What the?
Motherfucker, we pop in every year.
People are dumb.
We got a
However,
flashback here.
I do mention that we go there. It's not like I completely erased us meeting Eilif.
Yeah. What about the like Marcus mentioned the hunt for the crown?
I felt that was too sensitive of a subject. Something that perhaps could be written in a different set of papers. I would have to get permission from the heads of the temple for any politically charged, important details such as those.
But is there any mention of? Okay.
Is there any mention of Blossom being Titania?
I put in the rumors of the crown, not that they went anywhere, and I did not write in Blossom's little Lena's little stint.
Well,
Not stint, but
it sounds
I
like
didn't mention Titania. Once again, a very politically charged. I would if I may, I would probably seek counsel with Lady Chandria? Is that her name?
Yes,
Yeah.
Chandria.
Yeah, I would seek counsel with Lady Chandria to even mention everything going on in that sect of the Feywild.
I want to take a moment out here. It's above table, which I understand that Sedge would have reticence to post information such as that. But leaving out that information would leave gaps in the story in the
Right.
That's something Sedge would do if the intent was to give this back to Candlekeep. Like, a lot of this would be sizable gaps.
Yeah.
You know what?
Especially in
You're
dates.
right. I think he has an unedited version. He has the abridged version and then the unedited version.
So which
Which
was
one did he
taken?
lose?
Which one got stolen?
I think you guys know the answer. It
The
was the
unabridged.
unedited, the unabridged version.
Fuck.
We have to send letters to Angelica and Falcon and let them know to keep Pell, to just shift Pell somewhere else.
Yeah, I immediately go back to my room and start drafting a letter.
As you're leaving, I deposit Oscar on your shoulders.
Oh, thank you. I was gonna use the cube at least for Pell, but
Yeah. Well, I don't know you have the cube.
no, the cube's public knowledge.
Oh, I didn't know that. Okay.
Oh, yeah, no, it's like straight up
Yeah.
public knowledge.
But also, I'm depositing it on your shoulders for like Falcon and stuff.
Yeah, I start drafting letters to Angelica, like one to Angelica specifically, one to Pell through the cube specifically, Falcon, maybe even No, not the Open Lord. But I will maybe suggest Pell hides in Waterdeep. I don't know. That's up to Angelica. But yeah, those are like the first 3 letters.
Send one to the Lord of Dragonflies and Chandria about because that's the Titania stuff in the Hunt for the Eyes.
Ah.
And everything to do with everything else with the Feywild.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That'll be after I do Prime Material stuff because I don't know how long Oscar's gonna be.
Yep. Nope, that's... And I will look at Marcus and Lena, and then look back at Seth, and I'm like, hey, Lena, Marcus, can I talk to you real fast, just for a quick second? In the hallway.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Sedge glares after you guys. She's like, taking that look away from me.
Lena, did you and Halu at all, during your information gathering, figure out where Elmis lives?
Just that she lives out past the farmer's gate. Not really sure how far, but in that direction.
Okay. Do either of you have detect object or find object?
Nope.
Listen, finding her is
You
going
could-
to be
Marcus,
it's going
you-
to be next
oh,
to
you
impossible. When we saw her back in the tavern, one of the suspicions that I have came to light, you could say.
Care to enlighten?
I used True Sight on her, and what was alarming wasn't what I did see, but what I couldn't see. It was fairly clear that she has something that was blocking me from being able to see her. Obviously, that doesn't mean that she was disguised as herself or someone else, but rather that she has the capacity of doing that. I can't scry on her. I can't enter her dreams. There's something strange about her. I don't know what kind of candle maker has access to that kind of stuff.
Then are we even sure who we met was Elmis tonight?
Yeah, no, based on all of that, the drama of it all, yeah.
Yeah, it would have to be quite an act. They would have to garner a lot of information for them to ring up Sedge like that.
Yeah.
I'm sure it was her, but all I'm saying is she has the capacity, or she had something on her that is blocking me from scrying or accessing her in any way. So whatever story she was talking about being some kind of candle maker was more than likely a lie. Because I don't know what kind of run-of-the-day trader has access to that kind of stuff.
And how late is it?
Pretty late. Selma was met around dinner
Selma?
time.
Elmis.
My bad.
Elmis?
Yes. Was looking at something else in my brain. That was a Freudian slip. But yes, Elmis was met around dinner time at the tavern. So it would have been about like 6-7 after the sun went down. It would be about 8-9ish now, I believe.
Okay.
If it was her, she would have got out of here fast.
Or she trusts that we can't find where she lives, so she's still at home. I want to see if I can at least find anything about where she lives, because who would have taken it otherwise?
Well, we could ask the crew if anyone came on board while we were out.
He carries that shit on him.
Oh.
I thought they said he kept it under his pillow.
He sleeps with it under his pillow.
Oh, I see. Okay. Huh. Damn.
Maybe someone at the tavern pickpocketed it.
That thick ass manuscript.
I mean,
I'm just gonna head back to the tavern
Elmer.
and
take Marcus with you. Don't go alone.
I was gonna ask if either one of you wanted to come with me.
I'll come along. Let's go.
Okay. Lena, and I'll look at Lena and it's like, I trust you to help take care of Sedge. Okay? You help me a lot. I know you can at least keep him company and keep him from flying off the rails with the fact that I haven't come back into the room.
Okay.
I trust you and Lou.
Oh, the longer you wait, the further away she could be getting.
Yep.
And I'll just like duck into Hellu's room so they can get out.
Mm-hmm.
Off we go.
Rush up onto deck and off the ship into Daggerford.
I do let a crew member know, saying, hey, we left something in town, we'll be back.
They give you a thumbs up. Whatever it is, it seems like it's big. Luck.
Thanks.
You guys head into Daggerford. Head straight to the tavern?
Yeah.
I'll leave it on the boat unless you guys want me to switch it back to Daggerford.
Do you mind switching it back to Daggerford, or at least adding a page for Daggerford?
If I can add a page for Daggerford. I'll just switch it back. Find it. Daggerford, where the fuck is your map?
I ate it, sorry.
In the fit of destruction.
Kate told me to go get some rice earlier, and I didn't, and I just got so hungry and I didn't want to get up, and I'm sorry.
Yeah. Yeah.
It just looked so tasty.
Did you know that 24 megabytes are 348 calories?
Damn.
I'm sorry.
But you rush back to the Happy Cow Tavern.
Yeah.
You get in there. It is late. A lot of people out. They don't typically stay much past dinner time, especially in the winter. The halflings there at the bar look up, enter. So, well, welcome back. Is everything all right?
Hi, we're so sorry. We really need to find, fuck, what was the name she went by again?
Reyes.
Reyes.
We really need to find Reyes. It's a emergency.
The
Candlemaker.
Yeah, you guys were in here earlier. Make a persuasion check.
Oh. Okay, that's a natural 20 for a 19.
Nice!
Minus 1, so for a 19.
Well, Reyes back at home. You live about a mile outside of the gate. I can't
You
tell
have, like, directions, like, even, like, a general direction?
Follow the road. It should, I think, in one of the first hamlets. A little collection of buildings out that way. That's all I know. I've
Does she
never
have a
been there.
distinguished, like, plants or a roof or something
I've
that she
never
gives
been
people
there.
to
I
find her?
wouldn't know. She comes into town. But
Okay, thank you so much. I really appreciate it.
luck.
Thank you. I look at Marcus and I'm like, let's go.
Head on out.
Out the farmer's gate.
I know, I look foolish just hoofing it.
Let me roll for weather.
We have winter clothes on.
No, this affects something else.
Oh.
You guys don't want it. That's a bad thing.
Yeah, no, I'm aware. I'm aware. Snow is bad, especially when you're leaving distinguished features.
50. I'm rolling a D100. It is not snowing.
Oh,
Thank God.
Yippee.
Thank God.
See that a couple of people have come here. So you can't, obviously, her tracks aren't really visible. But you can rush down the road. About a mile down the road. So take you about half an hour to get there.
Light jog.
About half an hour to an hour.
If worst comes to worst, I will fucking carry Marcus to go faster.
I could cast fire or something. We can just.
Oh shit, yeah, wait.
How long does fly last?
It lasts for
10 minutes, right?
Yep, 10 minutes.
Okay, that'll shave you about like that'll shave a lot of time off. Instead of like 30 minutes an hour, that'll take you like 15 to 30 minutes.
Great,
you
awesome.
aren't slowed down by this ground, as well as it gives you a.
Yeah. So we fly away.
You cast it, dip down, like fly past some people heading to town. They're just like,
Hi.
Whoa.
some of them wave high, but collection of a little collection of houses, like tucked together at the edge of farm field.
We can knock on a door or two if this is her neighbors. They would know who
Yeah,
she is.
I will leave you to handle it because I almost like fell over dead having to persuade someone to tell me information.
Okay. Sounds good. Knock, knocking on doors, asking about the person.
Go ahead and make.
Hey, it's like, hey, it's an emergency, and Isla looks visibly panicked, so help action.
Go ahead and make a.
Okay. Persuasion. That first one was a 1, so thank you for the advantage. Alright, give me a sec. Oh, bro. Marcus is putting in the waterworks or something. Oscar performance. I got a 28. Like, we need to find her right now. Please.
Isla's meanwhile not acting at all. Is just fucking looking like they're about to burst into tears.
on my hands and knees, thumping on the ground, picking up sand.
You knock on a door and like a farmer opens the door and she looks at you and she goes, "My God, God."
Also, our hair is all messed up from flying.
Yeah, you've got like sort of like the red in your cheeks from flying in cold.
I summon up the reserve poison in my body to make myself look sickly. We need to find her right now.
Where is she? I mean, I haven't seen her in weeks, but she's lights that are dim.
Dimmed like off or dim is in just low?
Off.
Okay. I'm gonna get there and do a little walk around.
And I'm like, thank you so much, ma'am. Have a great night.
Yeah.
Best of luck. Over there. Investigation check, both of you.
Okay.
Is the door unlocked?
We should try to figure out a way inside.
Hey, hold on, let me roll. High or low?
Low.
Low.
It is low.
Yeah, okay.
Damn it. Thwarted it again. Let's turn around and leave.
But
Is there only one door?
There is like the house itself, and then there's like a separate building that looks to be maybe like.
Okay, I got a 16 investigation.
Did you also roll investigation, Marcus?
Let me roll it now. Ooh. Roll 20 says I got a nat 20 plus 1 for a 21.
21. Let's see. A 21. Like, door. You guys are starting to do a perimeter check around the front door is locked. There is that like workshop space, separate end. But, what you notice, Ylif, that there isn't a whole lot of there's no activity between the door and the workshop. No one has been going between. As well as, like, there's only really cracks, going to and from the front door. What Marcus picks up that, tucked away, sort of hidden in the shadow of an awning, appears to be just like a little stable for a horse. Footprints being away from it.
Interesting. Hold up. Wait a minute. Huh. Okay. All right. You said this is like a place where the horse was like kind of housed.
Rarely. It's not a long term. Clearly meant to be like,
Hey, is there horsehair there that you
Yeah,
could
I was
find
about
that you
to
could
thank you.
scry?
I was about to ask.
Yeah.
That's what I was asking. That's what I was
We
asking.
are the same wavelength on this shit. Meanwhile, Ilif's trying to see if a window's open, like able to be slid up.
Any possible possessions of this horse, like his wallet or something, or some hair.
give me a
Horses
hold on.
shed a
I
lot.
gotta check something about the scry.
Horses shed a lot.
Does
Maybe
say
there's a
creature.
teleport circle in the shed.
No, but maybe.
Pick on a natural 20 for find some horse.
Okay. I will pick it up very nicely into my hand. And for the first time, I'm going to use my new wand to get a spell slot back. Beepity boppity boop. Spell slot for you. There you go. And well, first, can I scry on this? I need your ruling on that.
Yes, I was checking to see if scrying was specifically humanoid, but it does just say creature.
Creature. Okay. Well, I let well, I get the okay from Ilif, basically. I get the hair and I'm like, this is gonna sound ridiculous, but I can probably hunt down the horse, if anything, try to figure out where she ran off to. Just give me a second. And I will hold the hair and scry into the ether.
Okay. This horse is going to have a -5 because you haven't met this target. Only technically heard of it. Lock of hairs.
Yep.
Horse will have a -5. Simply while I pull up horse stats.
Wait, want to have a +5?
No. So, the horse makes the saving throw.
Okay, all right, okay. Oh, that's right. I bet.
Horse makes a saving throw. You would have +5 because you don't know the target, but it has -10 because you have hair.
Yeah. Gotcha.
Five, and it is a wisdom save. Hey, riding horse, what's your wisdom?
This better not be the wisest horse ever known.
I cast upon this horse the curse of Amadon.
You, in this house, holding the lock of hair of horsehair, cast your senses out, focusing on for a minute. Your vision is dark before it clears and you see in your scrying a horse. Ridden hard. Light snow. Wherever this horse is, it is snowing. Where you are, it is. You can't see the figure on its back as he sort of blind spot.
Mm-hmm.
But it a lantern on the saddle casting light as best it can. But the immediate vicinity is hard to discern other than horse, like the rider and horse are headed somewhere fast.
Oof, okay. This horse doesn't have one of those little satchel things, right? One of those riding bags. Anything popping out of that? Oh man, that's too bad. And you said that in terms of the surrounding area, nothing's sticking out, right? Just a road.
Is dark and
Okay.
best you can. Destiny.
Gotcha. Okay. I mean, either way, this is a good indicator that it was for sure her, because who the hell is going to start hauling ass almost at the middle of the night to get away from their own home?
And she's, what, maybe an hour?
A few hours at this point with a
an
horse
hour or
being
2 hour
ridden
head
hard.
start. We won't.
Yeah, there's no
There's no
way.
fucking way.
I didn't think we would.
Yeah.
I live. Is there one of the windows that I can slide open, Jen, and crawl through?
Yeah, I would say so.
Good. Bitch doesn't lock her windows. Dun 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 dun. Ow.
Step on something and everything explodes.
I have the health to tank it. Ilif will go unlock the front door to let Marcus in.
But yeah, definitely let Ilif know. Like, yeah, she's long gone. She's on a horse right now.
Yeah, I fucking
Absolutely hauling ass.
What the fuck are we gonna tell Sedge?
We'll tell him everything we know. Let's look around this house, see what we can find out about her.
And then check the workshop area too.
Do you want to look around here and I'll try to get into that workshop?
Yeah, sure. Worst case scenario, if we have a window and the window doesn't open, I can switch places with my Echo, but I don't really want to do that, so.
Oh, I got Misty Step. I can get in there.
Yeah, save your spell slot, unless it's at will.
It should be fine. All right, but good luck in here. Try not to set up a trap and blow up this whole house. An even awkward conversation for me when I get back to Sedge, so.
Yeah, Sedge might kill you.
Yeah. All right, and I go out over to this little workshop area or whatever.
I'm going to start looking.
Go to make another investigation check as you look. And Marcus, head over to the workshop.
That is an 18.
I think the door to the workshop is also locked.
All right. Does it what kind of lock are we talking here?
Seems to be like a padlock situation.
Okay. All right. Like, it's not a regular lock. It's like a whole chain around the front with a lock on it, kind of a thing, right?
Yeah. This is in theory this would be someone's livelihood. The workshop for a candle maker.
Are there any windows for this workshop, or is it just a door? Just curious.
Yeah, I believe there would be a window.
Okay. Either way, I do want to open this up because I'm sure Aleph wants to get in here and look around too afterwards. I'm going to attempt to lockpick the door.
Go ahead and make a sleight of hand. You look around. This is a very simple cottage. The first floor is like a little sitting area, a table and a kitchen, and upstairs leads just a bedroom. and you know, but like very simplistic setup.
No one pees in Fantasyland. What are you talking about?
One of the things you notice that like any lanterns in here are not lit, have not been lit while you tell, but there is signs of someone having lived here. Dust disturbed, chairs a little askew, sort of a thing. The bed is unmade.
Most evil person ever.
Bed is unmade, but also this house is very impersonal. There's no like any real personal decorations. The house is just plain and empty, except for a note on the table.
Haha, I'm gone. Fuck
Well-
you.
What does the note say?
It says,
Does it truly say, haha, fuck you, I'm gone?
not in those kind of words.
Wow.
I believe it would say something like of Althadon might collect stories, but I create them.
Damn, aura farming.
Bitch. I love out loud goes bitch.
Worst yet, if it said, stay away from the workshop. It'll blow up if you mess with it. Boom.
Are there any... I live being the second oldest. Are there any, like, floorboards that are a little loose that, like, hide stuff? Weird things?
I don't know.
Like, I lived on the floor, like, feeling around for, like, any odd shit.
Not on an 18. But take this opportunity to jump back to Marcus.
Listen, I walk right in, honestly. I like touch this lock and it falls apart because I'm that good because I got a 6.
You break, you can't get through this lock. You rattle around. It is dark.
I will stick my head out and go, let's switch places. I think I found a note, but I don't know if there's any secrets, and I'm terrible at looking at things.
I can still get in there. I just figured I would open this up. I'll just go in through the window. I'm curious to have a look inside.
Nah.
So he'll Misty step in through the window if he can get a good line of sight.
Yeah, I think that's easy enough. In Misty step through. See immediately. Theory, what would be a candle making bookshop? There are vats full of cold hard wax. Some with wicks used hanging from like a dowel, but everything dusty, has not. Give me actually like 2 minutes. I have to run to the bathroom.
All right.
I hate this motherfucker.
Did you see the art?
Also, the fact I live is staring at all of this and what Marcus told them, and it's like, that motherfucker is a bitch, and probably the definite anagram.
But yeah, in honor of Sedge,
I have such an urge, by the way, to steal one of these completed candles and then send it to Soma as a gift, and then
Oh my god, no, do it, do it, do it, do it.
You're like, hey, I need you to do this thing for me. Oh, by the way, I got you this candle. I got you this candle that reminds me of you. I find like the most emo candles.
No, we absolutely have to.
All right, I will do that then.
I love that we're just gonna send her candles as this passive aggressive, like.
Not even that.
We know who you are, bitch.
Oh no, you need to send a letter to Half Hand. Because
yeah, because
you've been working with Selma. And if Selma and Elmis are like the same person.
Well, we haven't come to that
and-
conclusion yet. I don't want a metagame, you know?
No, Ilif is actually rapidly approaching this conclusion in character. They've been staring at that anagram name going, no, it can't be that
No.
easy. No.
And then, that's such a stupid fucking anagram. There's no way.
Mm-mm-mm. Imagine how pissed off she would have been. if
Jen's
that was
screaming for us.
Hold on.
Alright.
Oh, Jen needs toilet paper. Okay.
Imagine how pissed off. she
No,
would've
I
been.
heard. Oh. Pepper? No, sorry. What? No, because here's the thing. Ilif, like, not even metagaming. Ilif has been in suspicion of both Selmis and Selmis and Elmis?
It's Selma.
Selma and Elmis. In character for a minute. Part of it was I was trying very hard not to metagame, and I just didn't like her. But I live sitting here like, because the note said Athodon collect stories, I create them or something, right? Or create stories and I collect them.
Sedge collects stories, I create them.
Yo, hold up. You gotta give me that note. What if her handwriting's just like Selma's?
Yeah, no,
Oh.
that's like,
We've had some correspondence back and forth, so I gotta see.
yeah,
this.
no, I live staring at that going, no, you dumb bitch. Why are... What?
But yeah, just so you know, Marcus is coming to that same conclusion just because like the next conversation is gonna be like, how the hell are we gonna find her now? And the only possible conclusion is I only know one person who can find her, and things are just adding up weirdly.
Yeah, no,
What
it's
happened?
like how did Selmis find or Selma find Elmis when literally Elmis is like unfindable?
Not even just unfindable. Selma's the same way.
Yeah.
They have the exact same shit going on. So
I'm
Yeah.
just worried that she's like for Queen Mab.
I think she's just for whoever pays her.
I think the worst person that she could be working for is either Foxlow or Stoneman, or maybe whoever they report to, if anyone, if there's anyone above them.
Yeah, no, here's
Like
the thing. I
maybe
think,
Never Ember.
yeah, I think she's just involved with the prime material stuff.
Yeah,
but also
I don't think
I wouldn't put it past her to be paid by Mab. And go, yeah, okay, money.
Yeah.
I love that Sedge is crashing out.
Did you see
I love that.
I-
I love that we've
I
avoided
saw.
the Lena Helu conversation from last session.
Oh shit, yeah.
Yeah, we still have to do that. That's
No, we don't. It's fine. Everything's fine.
We got next week to play, probably.
I'm sure we have like a 15 minutes left or something for that conversation.
Iliv definitely didn't make a point to be like, Lena, I trust you on this.
Well, this would be the perfect time for the conversation, actually, now that Marcus and Iliv are away, like an hour away at this point or whatever. Be like, hey, let's just talk in the hallway real quick. Meanwhile, I'm just going to dump this on you now, Helen.
No, because this happened when we were out, like, and about doing stuff.
yeah. Hello was like, hey,
Mhm.
so we
Oh,
can't
that's right, yeah.
entirely spill now. I'm not gonna have you spill your guts now, but I am gonna have you spill your guts and tell me what the fuck is going on, because there's obviously something going on. Because you're acting weird and kind of squirrely about shit. And I care about you. I pulled like an Iliff.
Get down the fiddle and you get down the bow. Kick off your shoes and you throw them on the floor. Dance in the kitchen till the morning light. Louisiana Saturday night. Oh no, I'm turning country. I was probably
That's so
already
sad.
country.
Alexa, play Despacito.
Okay, I'm back.
Sorry
about that.
The amount of times that I say that to each other when talking about Sahara is at least once a day.
Because my thing to say is, baby girl, I love you.
I love you.
I am back.
Welcome back, baby
Welcome
girl.
back.
Is she gonna come?
I'm back.
Yeah. Get back into it. Music's a little louder. But yes, you are in the workshop. It is dusty as if it's been unused in a really long time. Things in here include like the vats, the big vats of like cold wax, the wicks, and there's probably some like knives, really simplistic knives for carving into the candles.
Okay. Interesting. I'm just curious. Any finished candles around here?
Yeah, there's probably aren't like.
All right. Can I give them a sniff? Are they scented or are they just like normal candles?
They're just like normal.
All right. I'll take a couple, put it in my bag.
Well, you get like 3
right,
candles.
Nice. Doom, doom, doom. All right. Anything? All right. So it's obvious this place hasn't been used in a while. Anything else stick out?
Want to make an investigation check?
All right. Okay. Oof. Yeah, might need to get you in here, Ilif. I got an 8.
As you can tell, no. Stay in here. Dark and dusty.
Dark and dusty. All right. Well, I'm gonna see if I can open the window from the inside then, so then Ilif can come in after me.
That's easy. Unlatch.
No, I know Ilif mentioned wanting to trade places, so I come back inside, being like, I didn't notice anything. Let me see that letter. You can take a look.
Yep, and I will hand it over.
Okay. Question, DM.
Yes.
Does this handwriting look familiar to me?
A history check.
Ah. Okay.
Don't you have a letter you can print out and compare?
I mean, I've seen the letter plenty of times, so I mean, I can always double check when I get back home. But I wouldn't say I have the letters on me. It's probably back in the room.
Okay, I didn't know if you carried them on you for some reason.
Okay. 18 plus 1, 19.
You look over the letter, and it's a short message, but looking over it, something about it does seem familiar.
All right. Since I already have my suspicions and we've been growing to it, does it look like someone's handwriting?
I have to compare to be sure.
Okay, I will wait till we are back.
Yeah, because you believe there is something here that reminds you of Selma's handwriting, but it is, but there's also difference.
Okay. Interesting. Okay.
So you'll have to have a sample to compare.
All right, I will tuck it away until we get back then.
For Ilif, in the workshop, go ahead and make an investigation.
An 18.
You look around, and though you couldn't see anything in the house in regards to like secret compartments, there is a hollow sound on one of the boards towards the back.
I knew it. I fucking pry that bitch off.
Right up.
Yeah.
Explosion. Kaboom!
Bullshit.
If Ilif dies, forget the manuscript crash out.
I'm 102 health. I'm fine.
Aw.
I don't know where I lost 2 hit points from at some point, but I lost 2 hit points at some point.
Please make me a dexterity saving throw.
Yeah, there it is.
That's a natural 20 for a 24.
Alright. So you'll take half damage, but
Oh boy.
you go to pry it up. You, in your excitement, in your sense of vindication, reach in and pull it up. But what you notice too late is there is a click, and the fires, there is like metal grates beneath the vats.
I really quick just reach in, knowing fucking there's a click and about to be a boom, and grab whatever's in there to try to just save it.
No, I don't think so. This is
it. Not even at 20 dex save. I will grab fucking dust mates.
Let me finish my narration. This is in your excitement, in your quick thinking to pull it up, didn't think to check for traps.
I love them. Isn't gonna think to check for traps.
Yeah, you didn't think to check for traps. So you pull it up. You hear that click in a half a second, like, almost instantaneously, those grates burst into flame. I
knew there would be something. I just... God damn it.
Got a little excited.
I got a little excited. I'm a little tired. It's fine.
What happens when you start poking around? Presumably a, like, master thief style individual.
Yeah, I know. None of us motherfuckers are good for checking for traps, though.
12 points of fire damage. As the shed
baby damage.
As the shed around you erupts into.
Okay, now can I reach in and grab whatever's in the fucking hole?
You're gonna take some extra fire damage because you are now in a burning shed.
Top of it. I have to get out anyway. So I might as well grab it and take the extra.
Just come back and say, am I missing an eyebrow?
You reach in, there is a bundle of, like...
Good.
There's a bundle of cloth, wrapped around, and, like, you can feel it, sound like glass clinking as you pull it out. But you are gonna take more damage as you in structure.
I'm well aware.
Firefighter man.
I'm well versed in multiple ways what this is doing to iron.
Yeah, it the fires sort of hasn't fully engulfed, but the flame that came off of that, they were triggered to explode. Careful opening this. So the shed is already beginning to smoke fire. It's starting hot in here. Take another 12 points of fire damage. As you...
I am getting... I shove the thing under my... so it doesn't catch... And then I...
Flint Lockwood!
You
get back here.
Rush out of there, going for the window. Child.
We would have opened the door.
It was padlocked.
He opened the door to let me.
Padlocked.
This isn't a kind of lock that you can open from inside and open the door. This is like an individual lock that has to be opened from outside. Marcus opened the window.
Yeah, I try to open the door with that in mind just to make things easier, but I rolled a 6, so window it is.
And as you are leaping out the window, please make me another dexterity saving throw.
I just switch places with my echo at this point. Ilif's just like sees echo out the window, flip with the echo, because this is like a life or death thing. Actually,
I think it's a little.
They'll sacrifice their personal comfort.
It might be a little late for you to declare you just using your echo.
Yeah, okay. Fair enough.
What was it? Crash through the window.
17.
Okay. 17 is a success, you'll still take half. And this is less than the initial. Seven points of fire damage as you leap out the window, as you like crash through. Marcus, you are like in the house. You feel like looking at this letter, trying to compare a boom from outside. Look to the window and see the shed is now on fire, and Ylif is diving.
Honestly, I feel like if it was anybody else, Marcus would run out worried. Seeing that I think he very nonchalantly just like walks outside till he's like in front of Ylif, who's like laying on the ground. He's like,
Ylif patting out some smolders.
Looks like he saved me the trouble. Thank God I didn't find that. I think.
Yeah, hey, actually, you might have been fine. Aren't you, like, resistant to fire?
Kind of racist, but okay.
You guys can hear shouting.
It's just fucking.
That.
All right. Well,
so funny.
I will pull something out from under. I will pull the thing out from under my shirt and be like, "Well, I got shit from the rigged explosive, so let's go."
At least you got something good. Yeah, let's start to get out of here. I think now that Marcus knows that Ylif smokes and this has been a long day already, like Marcus walks over to the burning building, takes out 2 cigarettes and lights it for the both of them.
I wouldn't be kidding. You guys can hear people shouting and running to go check out the boom and the burning shed.
Yeah,
you guys want to be caught in like an arson crime?
Hey, I'm already charged for arson, so like.
Ylif isn't.
I mean, it's not like Ylif was quiet about it. Like, about them looking, but they would really like to not have to outrun peasantry.
Alright, here's a
Ylif will
question.
shove the shit they grabbed in their bag of holding, though, and stand up to kind of start maneuvering away.
Here's a question: do we run away or do we try to talk ourselves out of this? Because we were knocking on doors asking for their house.
Yeah, no, I think we have to talk ourselves out of it.
Yeah. Okay. Makes sense.
Okay, Ylif will leave that to you, though. They are.
That's fine. That makes sense.
Guys, you aren't running away.
Ah, man, it's
No,
one of those
because
things
here's
where...
the thing. No, here's the thing, though, is that they were very publicly looking for her house.
Oh, sure, but when are you guys gonna come back to Daggerford?
I don't want this shit spreading. But that's also true. When are we gonna come back to Daggerford?
You know what? That's right.
It's not like they know our names.
Yeah,
Yeah, we didn't say, yeah, we're the Banes of Thunder. Like, we didn't say shit.
Yeah.
But
no, that's a good point. Maybe we should just leave.
Yeah, let's just leave. Let's go. They don't know who the fuck we are. Let's leave.
I light her.
Racist anyway. It's one drowned, one other. It's fine.
Okay, I light her shit, and they're like, "Okay, let's get out of here."
And you start Daggerford, taking time to like go around. You can see the crowd forming focus. Already, like a fire brigade, like the water line starting up. Somebody's running to the near. What? Like sprinting down as fast as you can. About another 30 minutes to 40 minutes to get back to Daggerford without the ability to fly. You get there. Back to the ship.
Okay.
The guards at the armor's gate do give you a look as you are as you come back about an hour later. Looking a little haggard, you a little singed.
As we're going down the street, though, I do want to open the little package.
Yeah.
I check for fucking like I pass it off to Marcus and I'm like, check to see if this is gonna spray fucking poison in our faces first.
Sure. Why not?
Go make a perception check.
Perception, you got it. Do I get the help action from Ylif? Yes or no?
Ylif will give you the best help they can of moral support.
I don't think that's quite because I very specifically passed it off to you to look for shit.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Ylif ain't good at like looking at shit.
Let's see. 13 plus 2, 15.
Not that you can tell. There's nothing that's like This package itself doesn't appear to be trapped.
All right, cool. All right, and what is it again? How does it look like again?
It's this like canvas, like wax canvas bundle, like wrapped around stuff. It appears to be, sort of a protection thing. The wax canvas in particular, that you can hear sort of the clinking of what's glass.
All right, and Aleph gave me the okay to open this up here, right?
Yeah.
All right, open it up.
You open it up. There is about 3 vials of something, and it's like a letter of some kind.
Okay. Once we make it back to the ship, I can use my station to try to find out what exactly this liquid is, unless this letter tells us what it might be. So, take a look at the letter.
Letter. Is what you asked. What you asked for. Sus squares my. I hope to see you.
Does the handwriting look like that of the note, or does this obviously look like someone is talking to?
Someone is talking.
Here? Interesting. So we got to find out what this liquid is then. Okay, I very carefully put the liquid and stuff back, wrap it up into my bag or something so it's safe. So then we can take a better look at it when we're in a more sterile environment, I guess. Okay. Question: since we have like 30 minutes left, is there any way we can do the Helu in Lena talk?
The retrospective back to the Haluan
Yeah, absolutely.
like back
Lena
at the
conversation.
Wouldn't it also be them trying to make sure Sedge isn't going off the fucking
No,
deep
this
end?
is the conversation while we were having a tea
Yes.
party last week.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
You completely forgot to start there,
right.
and I do apologize. But
No worries.
we can rewind some time.
Rewind
Earlier, you guys would
Oh,
have been in the Lady Luck Tavern, I believe. As Sedge, Marcus, and Aleph are off to go meet with Elmis.
Yep.
I'm gonna have some of that cheese really quick. I'll be right back.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, so I think Helu is just sort of like not the moment the other 3 leave, like maybe 3 minutes later. Helu's just like, okay. Spill.
Spill what?
What the fuck is going on?
Well, we're looking for Sedge's sister. That's what's going on.
Lena, I don't appreciate you playing dumb with me. You're avoiding...
What?
You're...
So I went on a run, and I was a little panicked. Doesn't that happen to all of us every once in a while?
Sure. Every once in a while. But there was a fervent anxiety to it. You're worried about something. And
I
it's
just
eating
wanted
you
to
alive.
help. It's not eating me alive. I'm perfectly sane now.
I think Helu just kind of like gives her a little bit of a bland look.
Lena's leg is like definitely bouncing up and down, and her arms are folded across her chest, and she's just staring at like a pint of something in front of her, avoiding eye contact.
Okay. Helu We'll put like a hand on like around her shoulders and pull her into sort of a side hug. Look. Things are shitty. And they're gonna be shitty for a while. You gotta let it out. Or it's gonna continue to eat alive. What's got you so worried, Lena?
How much do you trust me?
Implicitly. With my life.
Even if I could be the reason you lose it?
I think
Because I can't control anything around me anymore? Or ever?
I mean, you're also talking to someone with mild magic.
Yes, but your wild magic hasn't gotten anyone killed, nearly.
But I can still get someone killed. Especially if we go back to the Feywild with the other me around. I'm not really worried about your magic. I'm honestly more worried about all the shit that's happening around us. And yeah, getting caught in the crossfire of a fireball kind like sucks some ass real bad. But it doesn't bother me. It just happens.
I guess you did spend the last, what was it, 2 years in the Feywild?
Yeah. Are you worried that we don't trust you?
I know you trust me to a certain extent. But I fear I'm on a thin line. And if I mess up one more time, I've run out of chances.
You know. No. I know there's probably nothing that I can say that will make you feel better right now. Not to me. Not to the others. Even if it feels like it. Fuck, I felt that. I felt like I fucked up so bad when I got trapped in the Feywild that all I could think about was, God, you guys must fucking hate me. And then the crown piece was gone, and I'm like, well, fuck. There goes that.
I could say there's a reason you had it and not me. Aside from you having the bag of holding, I don't think they would have let me near the thing if I had the bag.
Can't you not touch it, or is that the other piece?
Well, it's made of solid iron, so no.
That might be part of the reason why. Why would we put something in your hands that would literally hurt you? That's fucked up.
Well, you could wrap it in tissue paper.
I feel like that's still like like an allergic reaction equivalent. We're getting off topic. We're also
No,
talking
let's stay
about...
off topic. I
No,
like
we're
this
not.
line of
No,
credit.
no, shut up.
Oh,
We are also talking
why?
about... We are also talking about the collective, and this I am making fun of Marcus and Sedge for this. We are also talking about the these two motherfuckers who let the then 16, 17-year-old be in charge of all of our money. So
you're
Significant
saying that
significant
trust
difference.
means nothing?
I'm saying
You're
is that
saying
we're
that
all
two stupid
no,
boys.
I'm saying we're all fucking idiots. I'm saying that we're all fucking idiots. And we all sometimes don't think things out very well. But that's simply humanoid nature.
I think maybe I fear that you don't trust me because I don't want you to trust me. I feel like you all should be suspicious of me because of Titania and Mab. I feel like I don't deserve your trust, despite how much you say you have given it freely.
It's the thing. It's our trust to give. And I feel like your logic could also apply to me. I gesture to my eye and to the where the diamond is hanging out in my fucking chest. That could also apply to Sedge. And I grimace. And I think it could also apply to Marcus.
Marcus is the one I'm most worried about.
Why?
Because he won't talk to me about anything anymore.
I think then you just have to sit him down and tell him concerns.
I've
I don't know.
tried. I've
Seriously
tried, Heather.
or jokingly?
Yes?
I think maybe try serious. Look, I won't pretend I am the, almighty, knowledgeable, paragon of relationship shit. But I do know communication's a big one.
Every time I try to ask Marcus anything about himself, he goes off on a distracting tangent about a random, slightly conjectural reason as to why he won't tell me.
Then it might be time to take a page out of Ilif's book. Stand your ground. Don't be a dick about it, because then you just won't get anywhere. But he can't help his half of the equation if he doesn't know. I can't say he can't read your mind, but he can't read your mind.
Oh, he could if he wanted to. I can't read his.
That's. He just might not. He just might not know either that you feel this way. Even with the possibility of reading your mind, which he tends to ask before just sort of diving in. So.
Then why hasn't he asked? He doesn't want to know. He doesn't care.
I don't know.
Believe me, I've been very vocal in the last few days. And he's never asked. He's never understood how much it would mean to me if he would just give me a straight yes or no answer. He always has to inflate everything he says with unnecessary reasoning, and then talks around in circles until we're both too frustrated to continue the conversation. And then he gets what he wants in the end, which is to not answer the question.
Yeah, I've noticed that.
I also haven't talked to him directly in 2 days. Since Waterdeep, at least. If he doesn't want to talk, we won't talk.
That's bad. That is not. You're gonna have to be the adult. I don't know what this. Okay.
Hello.
That sounded shitty of me, and I apologize.
Need I remind you? I only have 1 year's worth of memories, excluding the occasional blinks of what Titania has showed me. Marcus was 17 3 months ago.
Yeah, it's pretty fucky.
Yeah. I don't think either of us are very good adults in this situation.
But that doesn't mean you can't try. Okay. Do you want what is between you two to work?
Yes, of course. I wouldn't have put up with him for so long if I didn't. Do you know how hard it is to get along with that man sometimes? I'm amazed we got this far without blowing each other up.
Nope, I'm not gonna say that.
Figuratively and literally.
Fellas.
It's a gay.
I just realized what I said.
Nah.
We're gonna move on from that one.
It's
fine.
It's fine. You're gonna have to have the uncomfortable conversation. And yeah, maybe Marcus talks circles around you again, but I love him very much. He is my brother in all but blood. And he was the first person to show me any kind of kindness. He's also a fucking idiot. And is
also extremely intelligent.
He is the smartest dumb person I think I have ever met.
Yeah. Yes.
He is also bogged down by his past. We all are, but he is especially. And the problem is, he would give up his whole self for us. He's that kind of person.
Do you think Angelica knew? Do you think he told his wife anything? Or rather, ex-wife?
I don't know. And that's none of our business, I think.
If he wasn't gonna tell her, then who will he tell?
I think he will tell you. I think he just needs to realize he can.
You have far too much trust in me, Helu.
Well, then it's a good thing it's my trust to place in you. It'll be okay.
I hope so.
How do you think Sedge is doing?
If he finds his sister, I think, based on what he said, I think it's going pretty well. If they've been gone this long.
That's true.
Normally in this. Anyways, let's.
Yeah! And then
how that conversation goes.
And then they're your parents too, Elman.
No, they're not.
Throw 'em
Yeah.
bitches.
I think actually after this, we transition back to just before Ilif and Marcus leave, and Ilif just says, "I trust you, Leda," and Lana just freezes in the hallway, and then Helu comes out and sees, and Lana's like, "Oh, come on, girl, get in here. Let's watch Sedge together.
Yeah.
It's okay."
We'll babysit our little paladragon.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
But it is almost 11. Is there anything else we wanted to do tonight? Do we want to do the scene of you guys returning?
Yeah, I'm
If I
fine
do
with that.
return, one of the first things I'm going to do is check out this letter.
You're muted.
You're
Yeah,
muted.
Thank you. Yeah, let's choose the letter first before we start flinging accusations around. I live coming back singed and smoked.
Sedge immediately, Marcus, what did you do to him?
Hey, we're not
Them.
immediately going to that room yet.
Aww.
We're checking out Marcus's room first for the comparison.
Sedge can sense it.
Yeah, Marcus would probably just tell Aleph, like, I'll be out in a second. I just have to check something in my room.
No, I'm not going into that room alone. I need you there as a buffer so he doesn't immediately go, "What the fuck did I do?"
Maybe you should. You do smell kind of
Sedge, do you
toasty.
have
Maybe
any
you should go
threes?
wash up.
Go fish.
And I can wash
Why
up
do I
in
feel like
here.
you're lying? Sorry.
And I am gonna just go into Marcus and Lena's room to like do my best to get the soot off of me.
I like to imagine you guys come on board and the Night Watch, whoever is on Night Watch looks at you and goes, oof.
What the fuck?
Goes, woof, I don't know what happened to you all, but
Fire.
yeah. Yeah. But you're okay. and then you guys go. What?
I mean, grand scheme, I'm still well above half of my hit points.
Yeah,
so.
yeah. But you are singed.
My white hair is so fucking
Like,
no longer white.
Smoky.
yeah, you've got.
I
got
have
a
become
ton of
salt and pepper hair.
But, yeah, you go to clean up. Marcus, you go into, you.
Mm-hmm. I will do that.
You side by side. Would notice. On, like, close inspection, really comparing, there are similarities, little things here that are hard to write off as coincidence. So, there are other differences. If this is a person, then they an effort to can
Okay,
entirely
but
disguise everything.
yeah, there's those little tells, you know?
It's one of those, like, there's too much here for you to completely outright, but different enough that, like, you're like, all right, I'm, like, mostly certain.
Like, how certain we're talking here, percentage wise?
Say on the low end, about like 75%.
Okay, still pretty up there.
Yeah,
Can I take a look?
I would say on the low end, probably closer. Again, it's similarities right off. Can if you'd like.
Is Marcus looking at this letter like out in the open or like out in the hallway?
No,
No, it's in his room.
Yeah, you guys are in.
Yeah.
Oh, okay,
Yeah,
it's just Marcus
I'm-
and I left in our room.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
I was watching.
As you
Yeah,
compare,
I still was trying to their best to get the soot out.
you compare the two. Go ahead and make a history check,
Okay.
which I know
Alright,
might,
well, plus-
which I know might be strange for.
That is a 19.
19. I think that's roughly what Marcus had gotten on his. But comparing the two, have them here. Yeah, again, it's the same thing. Like, there are little minute details. A loop is made on a G, or how.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'm specifically looking at like how vowels are written and how the like F's are written. You've seen me with the fucking murder mystery shit with that handwriting.
Yeah. I just wanna like
Hey, you're fine. I have fucking Ylith has both of them up to their face, fucking pinpoint staring.
No, I definitely didn't spell like Althadon right there, but that is the note to like F to. But yeah. Oh,
You spelled Alphodon, right?
oh, I wasn't sure. Little details hard to treat.
Also, like the weight of how you press on a paper is a really hard habit to break.
Yes. Like whoever did this went a lot of effort at a glance, but
Okay.
that consistent, completely, are pretty certain, but not completely.
Just since we're playing a murder mystery game, just in case you're missing anything, can I do that thing where you scratch on it a little bit, put it up against a light or something, see if something used to be
But
on
don't
the
forget to
pages?
hold fire underneath it.
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm talking about. Put
Nothing
it
of
over a can.
yeah, nothing of the sort. This is just a plain
All
piece
right.
of paper that had a note written on it before Elmis got out of Dodge.
Gotcha. Okay.
What about did the fire? The fire would have revealed other stuff.
No.
Is there any way for you to quickly tell what the potions are, Marcus, that are in here, or?
I can start taking a look now. I can't. I'll have to see.
Well, let's take a look tomorrow when we have sleep.
How? You
Also,
can
I
go,
need you as a buffer to explain to Sedge what happened.
Well, give me a couple minutes now. Let me see if I'm able to find out now. We can have that information ready so you can get everything.
Okay.
All right. So, Red, if I wanted to find out what this stuff was, I know I could have try to do that on the road, but do I get some kind of bonus if I use my alchemy station or whatever?
You can look it over with like a medicine or arcana. You have identify, but without spell slots, it's gonna be 10 minutes on each to figure it out. Which I don't know. Like it's a question of.
Do they all look different?
No, they all look the same.
Okay. I might do it on one just so I get an idea, and then do the other two at other time.
I mean, it's a question of does I lift like, or do
Yeah,
you want to, or do you want to like look over it first? Can't identify at a glance and.
Sure. Yeah.
Go ahead. Because you have proficient alchemist supplies and advantage.
Mhm.
Intelligence.
Okay. Intelligence plus proficiency. Is there any way I can use guidance on this or no?
Yeah, you can use guidance on that.
Cool. Intelligence plus proficiency. That's a whiff. That one's a lot higher. 2, 3, 4, 5, and then guidance. In total, that's 23 for my highest.
Yeah, that's pretty good. A 23. Hold on, let's see. Oh, I lost it. Your alchemy thing.
Yep. Ooh, let me take it out for doing that. Come on out. Full screen, baby. Scrolling through. What could it be?
Here to be potion of
Okay. Wait, let me find it on. What page was that on?
this is on 12.
Page 12. I just want to see. Potion of ability enhancement. Ooh, wow. Rare. Okay. Is it high enough for me to know what enhancement at least this one is, the one I'm checking out?
Yeah, I
Because I know
think
there's different times,
I
different
think
types.
like this might be Bear's endurance.
Bear's endurance. No, I'm going for constitution. Okay. I'm surprised it ain't like a boost to dex or something. All right. At least this one is Bear's endurance then.
Yeah. Though on a
Okay.
23 and maybe see what they are. Splendor.
Cat's Grace, Bear's Endurance, Eagle Splendor. All right, so that's a Dex, Constitution, and Charisma. Interesting. Okay. Huh. All right. I definitely let Ilif know. Yeah, these are definitely potions of ability enhancements. They're on the rarer side, so
Okay.
it wasn't clear before. She definitely has some money.
Yeah. I gave her money, like 3 gold to get chocolate and wine on her way home. She gave me like a beard face that I thought it was an embarrassment.
Probably, yeah, she's richer than us for sure.
Yeah, let's oh boy. Okay. Oh, you need to write to Half Hand, don't you?
Yeah, I'll do that now.
Okay.
Scribble, scribble, scribble.
Wait, actually.
Mhm.
Would it be better for her to? No, she has to know at this point. Yeah, because of the note. Do you think she knows we? What do you think she thinks we know? That she's Selma, or just that she took the manuscript?
I mean, it's safe to assume that we suspect that Sedge's sister took the manuscript, but I mean, Selma's fairly intelligent. There's just so much left behind that.
Also, probably will get word that the warehouse burned down. So.
Yeah, at some point. I mean, I could always try to get a letter to Selma saying that we're trying to find his sister again.
I'd rather not give her more money.
I mean, it's the only lead we got right now. If we can somehow skid by with the belief that we don't quite know yet and we're just trying to find his sister, then who knows? Yeah. That's hard to say.
Let's think on it, but you should still write to Half Hand for him to not trust Selma.
I will do that. Tell him not to give anything away, but I'll tell him to be wary at the very least.
Yeah.
Oof.
Yeah, okay, well, let's go fucking face the music.
Yup. Okay, let's go on over. Oh, wait. Before we go into the other room, can I do a quick check of Ilif to see if they did a good enough job cleaning up?
Do you I look at Marcus, I'm like, do you have prestidigitation?
Oh, yeah, I do. Hold up.
I was really wondering if you guys remember that spell exists.
Boppity boppity
Lena also has.
But I'm not going to ask you when we're going in the room.
Boppity boppity boo, you don't smell like poo. There you go. All right,
let's go. That one.
With a bit of prestidigitation, soot is hair in your clothes.
Wait, is there any holes in your clothes like that are way too obvious or something? Or
I do think there are edges that have been caught a little bit of fire before you pat out when you got that out of there.
If you're wearing like a jacket or something, I'd be like, just take off that layer or something like that.
I'm gonna take off, like, cause I have my boar cloak, but I probably was like, I just like strip off like my like winter coat that was under it. Off into your room. I'm like, this would internally this will cause no problems with Lena later.
It's like, whose jacket is this, Marcus? Whose is this?
I'm the only normal fucking bitch here. Y'all need to sort your shit.
I mean, honestly, at this point, Lena may just see it, kick it over to Marcus's side of the room, and go lay down. Honestly, yeah.
Yeah, Lena, or like Ilif's not thinking about this will cause no problems with Lena later. They just don't want Sedge to immediately freak out.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Guys enter.
Knock, knock, knock.
Sedge immediately looks. No, and I don't care. And Sedge stands up.
I think the room has been retidied by the combination of the three of them.
Yeah.
See, we told you they would be back.
I didn't. I knew they were going to be back. I don't know what you're talking about. And
Uh,
Sedge goes over to Eilif and just hugs them.
He didn't think you guys were coming back.
Okay, I give him a hug. I'm like,
Can I roll a check to see if I suspect anything?
Make a perception check, because I imagine you'd be immediately sort of
God.
looking Eilif over. Yeah, make a perception check.
Teehee, what's my... Oh, my perception's not very good. But that was a dirty 20.
oh,
You know?
Checking something. I should have had you guys roll a retroactive check to see it. Well, you did. But I think on a dirty 20, you do notice that not an insight. There might be like some maybe soot stains fingers. Prestidigitation would have covered the majority of like clothing in your I think obvious places it would have been missed is probably like your shoes. I think that's the big thing, is that there is like soot around Eilif's shoes.
Were you on a fire? Do I need to tell somebody?
We found
No.
it in the workshop. It wasn't in the best of condition. But yeah, we were able to find her house.
I don't know. Are you hurt?
no, I'm fine.
Are you sure?
Yes, I'm sure.
Listen, that's besides the point. We got some things to tell you.
Anyway,
We have some good news and some bad news and some
and
worse
you're,
news.
is the news, is the bad news is that you're hurt and you're not telling me?
No.
Are you sure?
Do you trust me or not?
I trust you. I don't trust
pulling out
Marcus
that
sometimes.
card.
I got singed, but I'm fine. I was able to walk a mile back.
I should have resummoned Porsche.
It is what it is. We came back with some information that you should probably know about.
Do I see any bruises on Eilif, like, at all?
You already
From
made your
jumping-
perception
or-
check. You already made your perception check.
Aw. Do I see them with that dirty?
I also want to point out bruises on Eilif especially would be hard.
You're right. No.
Yeah,
you
no,
already said
it's
everything. No dried
anything-
blood that they
anything's going
missed
to
from
be,
cuts from jumping out
like,
of a window.
under their like shirt, and like it's stuff you wouldn't even see anyway.
Sedge stares, doesn't even stare you down. Glances at you, Eilif, and then stares down Marcus. It's like, fine. Do you want to join the game of goldfish? Go fish.
No, we have actual very important stuff to talk about. Good news, bad news, and very bad news.
Right.
And you were going to have to shut up and let us finish talking before you interrupt and tell us no, it can't be true.
You said you only had 2 points of news.
I said I had 3 points of news. Good news, bad news, and very bad news.
And I was lying. I did have queens.
Fuck you, Sedge!
You
You had a queen 3 times!
Fish. Anyways,
You call me a lying bastard.
You are.
because you are. Affectionately.
Lena doesn't look at Marcus.
At least I have class, but alright.
Hello, do you have any 6s?
What's
Yes.
the news?
We're paying attention now.
Eilif looks about
promise
3
not to
seconds away from their own crash out.
I promise not to interrupt. I will be calm.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so the good news. We know who took your manuscript. The bad news, it was your sister. The worst news, your sister's probably Selma.
Wow, we're just pulling the band-aid. We are just like ripping the band-aid off. Got it.
Isla's eye twitches a little bit, like.
Oh, I didn't. No, that was out of character.
Wait,
Isla
there's
has...
Sorry, go ahead. I just have a question after you're done.
I'll go for it. I was gonna just talk. Isla has no time for pedantics at this point.
This is a question I probably should have asked earlier, but it might shed some light on things. But is it possible for someone to go on horseback from Neverwinter to where we are now if being on a ship is faster? It's just good to know because it might shed some light of, is this Selma or is she working with Selma, kind of a thing.
Excellent question. The whole point of you guys taking the ship was that from Neverwinter all the way down to Baldur's Gate, the ship travel is going to be faster. Ship to Daggerford, or Neverwinter to Daggerford, ship should have been faster. So if Elmis is Selma, how the hell did she get there first?
Oh yeah,
Because we saw Selma the day before we left.
We did spend a few days in Waterdeep.
I mean, but the difference in travel between going on ship and on horse is like weeks apart, isn't it? Right? Not just days.
I mean, with that distance, it might be days. It might be only a couple days difference.
I think it's like at most like a week of difference. It's in theory with the fact that you guys stopped in there, the timing would be extremely tight, and that would be if you did not stop and changed horses and like rested very briefly.
That's a
very tight.
But it's doable.
Theory, yes, it's doable. Fire's kind of pushing yourself to an extreme.
But with the potions we saw, like, we could have the resources to do it.
I mean, not just herself, but like a horse too, and
like if she's got the resources,
you can easily just buy a second horse.
Yeah,
it's that, or if she's got the resources, she might have access to other meat.
Like she could have just teleported to Daggerford, and it's just riding a horseback.
Or the horse is a decoy.
It's one of those things of it's one of those things of how the fuck does Selma get all her information anyway? Like seemingly impossible information. It's a bunch of like connections and rumors, and that's why Ilif said is possibly Selma.
Yeah, it's good to know because it wouldn't be out of the realm of possibility that in some shape, way, or form, Selma and Sedge's sister are two different people who just so happen to be working together. You know, two very big thieves that are in cahoots with one another. That's why she has access to where she is. That's why they have very similar ways of evading detection, yada, yada, yada.
Well, one is Selma, and technically speaking, the other is Reyes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but then there's also just the possibility that Selma is Reyes.
Well, I'm saying like thief of a thousand rumors, whisperer of the shadow. There's a lot going on here.
Which to that I want kind of note of I create.
Please.
I would love to do that. Can I use
Can I give the help action?
Yeah, you can have the help action.
Yay.
Ooh, yay.
Woo, yay.
Thank God for the help action, because I don't know why my first rolls lately, whenever I get advantage, are absolute dookie. That first one was a 6. This one's a lot better. Got a 22 for that.
Age is started working. seemed to happening.
Mm-hmm.
This is the Thief of 1,000. Elma is saying, I creep.
Mm-hmm.
There is a
Okay. Interesting. Okay. So she's just trying to build her name, if anything else.
potentially, or like doing this for the drama, not even to build her own name, but to create stories.
Oh, okay. You know
What
that
better?
that would kind of fall in line with all the shit that Marcus was doing the one time in Neverwinter, because he wasn't necessarily worried on about like making any money or something or getting revenge right away, but stirring up a story in order for that to fuck up Foxlow.
Exactly.
Huh. Interesting. What's the connection here? It'd be crazy if they were two different people, if they're just sharing this name, this title.
DM. Oh, sorry.
Yes.
Once upon a time,
Yes.
I asked Bugsy or somebody about a raised Dominion,
Mm-hmm.
and you gave me an answer.
I think
You said something about comics or newspapers?
yeah. This was like a plot thread that I had maybe planned for, but then it didn't really go anywhere. But the idea is that or what I believe I told you was that for a little bit there was a like a newspaper or like there was articles that were spreading about this sort of like Robin Hood-esque figure. Using the name Ray. Like this news article that was sharing the story of, oh, Dominion strikes again, again to sort of Robin Hood, from the rich to the poor. So there's
Sorry, go ahead. Not to finish up. I just had a thought.
No, go ahead, say your thing.
I was just gonna say it's fairly ironic seeing the conversation that Sedge and his sister had, where she was on his case about him going out and making his manuscript, making his story the way most people would do at this time in their life for Candlekeep. And if she is trying to build her name or stir up trouble, this is like her way of keeping up that tradition, even though she says she wants no part in it. This is her alter ego, is what I'm saying. Like the same way you've been writing your Sedge Thistle Strike story, she's been the thief of 1,000 rumors or whatever.
Hey, Justin?
Yeah.
A point of inspiration.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Boom, 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 boom.
Nice. Get her ass.
Even if it is sort of, it very well could be like this is an alter ego, like she's keeping up a tradition. But there's something else here that Selma and Elmis is a letter shifted, which would be extremely like obvious for a thief, for someone trying to effectively hide their identity, for having an alter ego.
Mm-hmm.
And then it sort of makes you wonder, it's very there's a thought occurs to you of, or at least there's like one of the many possibilities is, what if this was an effort to get Sedge's attention?
That's what's on my mind.
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay.
Like just shift,
Better
just,
way
yeah,
to
It
get a
worked.
story.
just
Story.
shifting a letter.
What better
in-
way to get a story?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because
You
this
guys are
would be
all
one hell of a story.
yeah. Marcus eats up stories, so like everybody's talking to Cedra. I feel like, but if anybody looks over at Marcus, he has like that hangover equation thing going on.
Yeah.
Sedge,
I'm calm. What?
maybe she's trying to call out to you. Maybe she wants your attention.
Call out to me. I came here to talk to her, and I don't know if you remember this, Marcus, but I kind of fucked up. She doesn't want anything to do with me anymore.
I wouldn't exactly say that. If in some shape or form it is Soma, she decided to pick a meeting place that would have to have her constantly on horseback to get here to be here on time, or she would have to spend a ridiculous amount of money to make this little meeting today.
And all that just to get my attention. That seems a little far-fetched.
It's not. It's a sibling thing.
Yeah, Sedge. I mean, the same love that has driven you to constantly be chasing those stories all these years. Who's to say it's not the same force that has drove her to create them for you?
Sedge just like puts his hands in his head. His hands in his head? His head in his hands. Fuck. It's almost
Bro,
midnight, people.
Phases his hand through his goddamn face and
We
then dies.
can't be done very soon. I'm sorry this has gone on for so long. I didn't want to lose the momentum.
No, I didn't mean it that way. I didn't mean it that way. You know, I'm not a complainer about D&D. Puts his head in his hands, and Jess is like, if what you say is true, it's not like I've been exactly shy about what I've been doing. And despite what she said, what she thinks, I've never stopped looking for her. She could have contacted me at any time.
Maybe she wanted you to look for her. Like, actually, like, come after her, because you didn't go with her the time she left.
Honestly, the same
Well,
way.
you know, she's being a brat about it, if that's the case.
I'm just saying, the same way that you've been looking for her, she's been leaving breadcrumbs for you. Growing up, you were given the tools to create Sedge, right? That's what you've been doing. You've been making that story. You've been using it the way you were taught. She left your home, but she's using it in her own way. She's not making a story for Candlekeep. She's making a story for you.
I don't know if I told any of you this, but do you know where the name Sedge Thistlestrike came from?
She made it up for you, right?
Yes, she made it up for me, and I made up Rhea's Dominion for her because it was a game we used to play back in Candlekeep.
Can I ask you a question?
What?
When you decided to hit the road, to make your book, to make your story, you could have chosen any name, but you chose Sedge Thistlestrike. I doubt it's for the sake of convenience. Did you choose it so she could find you too?
It was the only thing I had left of her. Of course I did. But when we were kids, when we were children in Candlekeep playing this game, it was Sedge Thistlestrike versus Rhea's Dominion. And if what we're thinking is true. What you all are saying is correct. All of our pretend fights, she always came out on top. And I have a feeling she just wants to win one last time.
Just saying this is yeah, just saying this is a lot of effort for someone who doesn't care. You guys are all grown now. This is like you're picking up that game again. Just higher stakes.
I don't think we ever stopped playing.
I mean, she sure hasn't. At least my few interactions with Selma, she seemed to get a kick out of it. Out of chasing those stories. And I think I might understand why now.
She couldn't be normal.
You're not normal either, Sedge.
Oh, what gave you the clue? The half dragon thing I have going on, or, you know, the horrible family situation?
Who knows, man? All I know is you guys had a pretty heated conversation earlier today. I mean, she said herself you still had a lot of growing to do. Maybe this whole goose chase is a part of that.
Well, she has a funny way of getting on my nerves.
In a weird way, I find it kind of endearing.
Isla has turned around with their back to Sedge. They do not say something they are going to regret in this moment in time.
Ooh.
Well, now I want to know.
No, because then we're going to be going for another hour.
That's true. Tell us after. Tell me and Jen.
No, I want to know. Put it in voice chat.
No, you'll find out next time we play.
But yeah, that's all we
Okay,
can
shit.
do. Maybe we should call it a night. And I haven't sent a letter to Sama yet or anything. We can try to figure out what our next steps are if you do want to contact her.
Right. First, I think we should just... It's been a very long day.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's get some rest.
Whoa.
Yay,
Okay,
go
let's
team!
Stop the recording.